remember, these learnings are so that we can not only find jobs in tech, but see if we can actually use these skills to create money for ourselves. So as I learn AI and LLMs and stuff like that, I ask myself, how do I then create, with this level of learning, products that I can already sell or services that I can create for other people? For example, with this LLM that I'm trying to create a chatbot or a virtual assistant for a company. So, for example, whether you want to create it department specific, HR can have its own chatbot, finance can have its own chatbot, um, research and development can have their own chatbot. But basically, you train these LLMs on company specific data so that when anybody wants to know information about the company, they can just go to the Teams app within the company and then find the virtual assistant and then talk to it about stuff that they want to know. So, for example, if accounting or finance wants to, um, look at data or ask the LLM about stuff that was happening 3, 4, 5 years ago or 3, 4, 5 quarters ago, they can just go to the LLM and be like, "Hey, can you pull up this data and tell me what you think about this?" Or pull up this data and tell me what patterns you're seeing, or pull up this data and blah blah blah. So it's basically creating LLMs for the company so that they can then have chatbots that have all the data that people need within the company. So if you're in South Africa, like for me now, I'm creating this LLM. You can use either Azure AI, Azure cloud storage or Microsoft AWS. So with Azure, I'm realizing that I have to create right, for the vector storage where I'm going to put all this information to create the data. I have to create accounts and servers in regions like Sweden, America, and stuff like that. And the reason is there are certain capabilities, like I said, the vector storage, where if I were to create a server within South Africa, I'm going to be able to train the LLM. But if I create the server in Sweden or in America, or maybe even in the Middle East, I don't know, in Japan, but it's also like not only region specific, but cost specific, because you want to create a bot or create an LLM a bot or a server in a region that's too expensive. So you find a region in which you can afford and also has the functionality and the services that you need, and then um, you pay for it. And then you have the server that you can put your data in to train your LLM or your AI for the company virtual assistant. So learning to code, learning some of these AI skills, even if you might not get a job, but you can learn interesting things like this and, try and sell the skill to a company or sell the idea to a small company and create this for them. But they also have to not only be willing to pay you for the skill and for the service, but they also have to be, for the skill and the labor, but they also have to be willing to pay for the AI LLM service, because it is a server in a region outside the country. So they have to pay for, like, either per use billing, like for every second they use the bot, or like per month billing, and then they can use the bot as they need. Some of these LLMs do have free services, and then after you've covered the free use, then you have to start paying for the bot. So you see, it's like a chatbot within Teams, and all it's trained on is like your company information, right? So anytime you want to know anything about a company or about your company specifically, you just get on the Teams chatbot and just like start talking to the AI about stuff that's, policies, history, and stuff like that, finances that's related to your company.